Okay, the shop is done. Well, at least the insulation and the DC 315 on the ceiling is done. Let me go ahead and take you on a quick little 360 tour. Hey friends, welcome back to the shop. Dana and I are incredibly fortunate to have this 30 by 40 post frame metal building as our workplace slash YouTube studio. However, it does pose some problems throughout the year. In the hottest part of the summer, it is an absolute oven. In the wintertime, which is anywhere from 4 to 5 months long, it is an absolute freezer. So we have big fans during the summertime, but you can't run the fans and do recording. And in the wintertime, we've got a kerosene torpedo heater, and you can't run that and also do a video. So you're also always kind of flipping them on and off and sweating and freezing, trying to make things work out. And we finally just reached a point where we're sick of it. And we have decided to reinvest back into our workplace and make things better. Very first step is insulation. Now, a year ago, I put up this 1-inch foil-backed insulation up on all the walls as kind of a budget approach to trying to regulate the temperature in here. And we also had planned on selling the place, so I wasn't going to do a lot more to it. However, now that we are staying, this actually helps some, but nowhere near as much as we need it. So we decided to go ahead and invest in foam insulation. Huge step in making this a more comfortable workplace to where we can be out here all year round, all times of the day. And that's going to be quite helpful with all the projects that we have going on, because I am sick and tired of doing very little over the winter time and making very little progress on some of these cars. And then the second step, once the insulation is up, I'm going to put walls in place so better organization can be done around the shop with all the things that we've got. So we wanted to open the doors up, kind of let you go along on this journey with us. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I have a vision, and I'm hoping that it actually gets to that. But for those that are looking at insulating these metal buildings and looking at foam insulation and how it looks and when it's painted and then putting up walls, maybe this inspires you to do the same and helps you along the way. So let's go ahead and get started on the foam insulation. But first, we have to take everything out of the shop. That is the downside to doing the spray foam post assembly, post construction being done for years. Everything that we have up on the walls right now has to be taken down, and we're going to try to do one half of the shop at a time. So what I can get out of the shop, I'm going to, and everything else is just going to be moved to one side to make it a little bit easier. This is going to be a big pain in the ass, so I'm really hoping it pays off. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the work, and let us know your thoughts when it's all done.
A few moments later.
All right, 4 hours later, and everything is taken down or moved to include the mezzanine. Oh, let the fun begin now. All right, we're done with half the shop. And we had the guys spray the DC 315 on the roof. It's turning out really good. All right, second half of the shop is now empty and ready to be sprayed. Tell you what, moving one half of the shop at a time is living up to every bit of the pain that I thought that it was going to be. Takes hours to move all the crap that we've got. But I hope that it'll all be worth it. Okay, the shop is done. Well, at least the insulation and the DC 315 on the ceiling is done. All the disorganization is kind of stressing me out a little bit. All right, so next, studying for the walls and putting some walls up. Then hopefully we can get a little bit closer to cleaning everything up. All right, shop update. We've got the mezzanine walls up. Everything, of course, is now moved down to that end. This sucks, shifting things from one end to the other. And we've got the bottom piece, or the bottom half, under the mezzanine done. There are signs everywhere that neither myself nor the prior homeowner who actually built the mezzanine are skilled craftsmen. But at the end of the day, I keep reminding myself, it's good enough for government work. So it's gonna fly here in this house. And I've been pushing myself after work every day in the evening times, trying to figure out how I want to do the walls, how I want to do the studs, changing my mind back and forth. And some nights I probably shouldn't have been cutting wood because I was just too damn tired, and the lines are not that great in some areas, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm having fun. I'm teaching myself some things, so that's cool. And the strategy at this point is to get this piece of the shop done, because so much smaller stuff goes under the mezzanine that I need to clear the floors out in order to get to the other walls that are here, the larger 12-foot walls. So next step, we're going to go ahead and tape off the floors and the roof where the DC 315 is, and then paint. Get that done, and then move on to the larger walls. All right, all the paint is dry. I think it turned out pretty damn good. All right, I've been quite busy since the last update, but here is the bottom section. Everything is moved in to where it's going to stay for right now. And I shifted everything from this side over to that side. Remade some shelves, make them a little bit better. And got all the walls up. All the way around to that side. And everything on this side. With the exception of 2 boards. We're almost home. And you may be asking yourself, Art, what in the hell is going on with your studs up there on the wall? Looking like a crossword puzzle. Well, we had a new panel put in and then wiring over to the cottage outside the shop. So the studs were not done prior to that point, so I had to come back afterwards and put the studs in. And because this wall is going to be holding the TV and the audio video stuff, I wanted it to be really more sturdier than a typical wall would be in the rest of the shop. So that's why I overdid it a little bit, or at least in my mind, I went over the top with it. All right, walls are all painted now. All right, now that the paint on the walls is complete, the next thing that I wanted to do to finish the walls off a little bit is something that I saw in some of the pole barn Facebook, the owners groups, and that is PVC trim. So with the OSB, don't put it all the way to the concrete, actually have it up off the concrete a little bit, and then finish it off with PVC trim. So during the change of the seasons like we have here in Ohio, condensation changes, the excess amount of water that we have, and the freezing and the thawing and all of that craziness that the OSB could end up absorbing, having it off, and then having the PVC trim that will not be impacted by the changes of weather, really kind of tying it in. So let me show you what I picked up from Menards. All right, so here's the trim. It's got a cool little imitation wood grain on the outside, but it is 3/4 inch thick, 1.5 inches tall, perfect to be able to close up the gaps. And what I did not realize when I bought this, that I absolutely love, is how this kind of conforms to the unevenness of the floor. Ours is not even at all, and where the joints are, things have risen, things have sank a little bit. So this really kind of works out perfectly compared to some rigid wood. So let me show you what it looks like around the rest of the floor. All right, this is how it looks with the trim. I had this running all the way around the entire shop. All right, that wraps up this long and exhaustive project. When I set out on this mission, there was 3 objectives that I had. The first one was around moderating the temperature in here so Dana and I can work 24/7 throughout the year. We've almost completed that one. The second one was to declutter and better organize the things that we have in the shop, and I certainly feel that we have accomplished that. There is a lot less in here than what we used to have. And then the third is to not fill the space, but to add things that would complement the space, that are tied to past accomplishments, past things in our life, automotive accomplishments around the cars and trucks that we've worked on over the years, and just kind of create a place where you want to chill. Because the cold hard fact is that is not too distant future, I'm going to be retiring from my full-time job, and I want a place that I can sit down and relax and not just feel like I'm working or have anxiety because there's too much going on, but just be able to sit back and look around and pull in all the memories from good times in our lives. And I think I've definitely accomplished that, and I'll be adding more as time goes on and how I feel can complement it a little bit more. So to close this out, let me go ahead and take you on a quick little 360 tour. Oh, there's one other thing. There's 2 items that I still have to do. The first one is these 2 items up here above my head are mini splits. So we put them up on the wall to really get a good visual and understand where we're going to have them at. I've got to get the lines ran and get the outside unit, so those are connected, that we can have more of that temperature moderation in here. And the other thing is we got to get our Wi-Fi hooked back up. With the spray foam, I had to pull the Cat 6 out, and we've got to relocate the antenna to the other side of the shop. So I've got to do that, so that way we'll have the mini splits going, the doors can be closed, and we can have signal in here to stream music. So important, but not preventative to us continuing on the cars and the projects that we've got right now, which we need to get back to. Okay, so here's the tour. All right, so things in the shop. If you got classic cars, you got to have classic automotive memorabilia. So I've got some of that. That collection is ongoing as we come across it. Then we've got military service memorabilia from my time in, my son's time in, my dad's, my granddad's. Then we've got a trophy wall. You got to have a trophy wall if you got show cars. So we started to build that up. I'm sure that will definitely grow over the next year. Cleaned everything up on the mezzanine. The back wall of the shop is now cleaned up significantly. We've got everything from our wheels and tires. Our AV wall has been moved over to this side. Air compressor. A whole new cabinet for all of our paints and chemicals. And then all of our yard work tools. All right, to close this video out, if you've stayed along throughout, we certainly do appreciate it. And with the decluttering that we've done here, all the flags that we used to have up on the mezzanine, those are all going. So if you have an interest in any of those flags, be sure to either leave a comment or send us an email. The email is in the description box, and let us know which one you're interested in. I mean, they're all like 3x5 flags: Continental Tires, Subaru, a Chevy truck, a Ford, a TRD. So any of those, I'm more than happy to be able to send those out to you. So thank you once again for following along in the journey, the shop, all the projects. We certainly do appreciate it. And until next episode, take care, stay safe. We'll see you again soon. Bye.